Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, my name is David and I explore cloud solutions that solve real-world business problems. So in today's video, we'll be diving into one of the most exciting innovations from AWS, which is Amazon Q Business. It's a generative AI-powered assistant designed to supercharge productivity and decision making across entire organizations. From searching across company data to generating instant summaries and answering questions, generating charts and data with enterprise level security, Amazon Q is changing how teams work, especially for businesses that deal with large volumes of documents, data, and internal knowledge. So, in this video, I'll walk you through what Amazon Q business is, setting it up, and an actual real world use case where we'll have a company, a demo company, and then actually see how they can make use of this amazing tool. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is Amazon Q business, and this is the interface. As you can see, there's already and how it works kind of procedure here. So create generative application, enhance application optional, customize web experience optional. So name your application, grant access, experience how you can accelerate your team's productivity. So you can also show tips to get more information and all of that. So right now, just create an application. So this will be an authenticated access, and we'll be using the web experience, of course. So right now, yes, I will be also be using Identity Center. So I would create some login credentials that we'll use. So right now, just come down here. I already have a user right now, but you can clear that up if there is no user, you would proceed. Then you create the user afterwards, and I also show that. So okay, let me just clear this. So sure, I would create the user after. So right now, just come to create. Okay, so it says we are creating the following application, Q business application. It has given a name, although you can name it. Let me try and edit it here. So you can name it. So right now, okay, the name of the company is Meridian Bridge Technologies. So I'm just going to say Q business application, Meridian Bridge Technologies. And I think you have to use let me see, there must not be, okay, yeah, I knew it. There's to be dash or something, no spaces allowed, and then updates. Okay, so that has been done. Then right now we have zero group, zero users, so we have to add that. So manage user access. Right now it says I have zero users, zero groups, so I'll add one. So I'll just add and assign new users. Next. So I'll say the username is David, first name still David, Oladimeji, then my email, or let me use this email rather. Okay. Okay, so I'll be using this email. So this is the user, and I'll add this user. This is a dupe. Okay, let me say David. I and just add more this. Okay, so I'll assign this user and then I'll confirm the user. Right now, the current subscription is Q Business Pro, but there are two different ones. Q Business Pro is I think $20 per user, so you have to be aware of the cost. Okay, so right now I have an invitation here because of the email. I'm going to accept the invitation. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'll just copy this and paste it here. Successfully created. So right now, if I come here, I should see. I'll check the users. So right now, this user is active. I think I just need to confirm. Okay, it's active. So I think that's done now. So I'll come to data sources and I'm going to add a couple of sources. But firstly, I want to send one to an S3 bucket. So I'm just going to create a general purpose S3 bucket and say, what is the name of the company? Yeah, Meridian Bridge Technologies. Meridian Bridge Technologies data. So I'll leave this as default and then create bucket. Okay, Meridian. So this is it. So I'm going to upload a file here, the file of the company, and just so you know what is inside, let me open it. So this is a list of company staff. Expand this. So you have the employee ID, the first name, the last name, email, department, roles, and a lot of other things. And so this is just like random data. I just generated it. So the company actually doesn't exist. So I just created the data and everything for this use case, and we would actually test it to see that we have the correct information. So we have let's see how many rows. We have 66 rows. I'm going to upload the Excel to that X3 bucket. So upload, add files. So desktop business, yeah. So this is the CSV file I'm uploading. Upload. Close. So I'm going to come back here, then okay. So we need an index, and then I'm going to just use the starter index. So it is non-production workload. So we're just doing like a proof of concept and development testing. So just one unit should be enough. And Q business index. So to just create a name for it. So I'm going to add this index, then attach my data sources to it. So index creation in progress. Let me see if I can add the data source already. So start with S3. So I'm just going to say Meridian Bridge Bridge S3 data. So for the IAM role, it's going to create a new service role. And then I'm going to browse S3 and I'm going to check for the one I just created. Which is Meridian Bridge Technologies data. Choose. So these are some configuration like maximum single file size and some other things. I'm just going to leave that for now. So this is synchronization mode, full sync, and then frequency. Right now, since I'm not going to, I can say weekly. So if you know the data is going to be changing every week, you can set the schedule options, maybe Mondays and Fridays. Okay, the index has been created successfully. So also the time. So these are other optional like VPC, security groups, and all of that. So I'm just going to add this data source. Propagating IAM. This will take 30 seconds. Okay. While this is going on, I want to add the second data source. And here we have the company profile, which I'm just going to add. So Meridian Bridge Technologies, and this is the company overview, revenue, leadership team, core offerings, machine learning solutions. So it's just an overview of the company. Of course, as I said before, the company doesn't actually exist. So if I come here and search for this, it likely refers to product solutions. There's Meridian Adhesive Group for Bridge. So this is a completely different company. So if I should close this and come back here, you can see headquarters in Texas, USA. So all of these are just generated information for this particular company. So let me come back. Okay, so the data source has been created and is already trying to synchronize. So let me synchronize it now. And while that is going on, I also want to add, I want to upload the PDF of the overview. So I'm just going to pick it from here, the company profile. And then I'm just going to leave these ones because in case there are some other things in the documents, but we don't have any visuals, we don't have any audio, video. So I'm just going to upload this the way it is. So successfully uploaded. Done. Then back to data sources. So right now I have file uploaded, we have the S3, both of them are syncing. And okay, let me just pull up one more and do a web crawler. So you can add URLs and other things, but right now I just want to get data from something I created a while ago. So I'm going to come down to amplify. So I deployed this application and I want to just add it as a URL. So it was the finance tracker I created, and I think I've still populated some data on it. Yes, so you can see some data on it. So I'm just going to add this as a URL. So I'm just going to say finance data. So I'm just going to add that one URL. No authentication. So these are other configuration options. Just normal create a new role. So these are other configurations like maximum single file size and synchronization options. So I'm just going to add this the way it is. Okay, invalid characters. I think I'm missing something. Okay, synchron schedule. So I'm just going to run it on demand. I'm just going to be running it once. So when I run sync now, that's the only time it's going to synchronize. But just as the other option, you can synchronize every week, every month, or even every day, depending on how frequent your data changes. So it's also adding the data source, and of course, it's going to take a while also. Okay, so the synchronization of the S3 bucket data is completed. Total items scanned one, so you can see some of the details here. Service is operating normally, and you can choose to view the report. So I'm just going to close all of this and come back to my data sources. Okay, yeah, so I have three. I have my uploaded file, I have the S3 data, then the web crawler. So that's going to take some time also because it's going to create and then synchronize for that. So I'm just going to, while that is running, I want to see if I can start running some other things. Let me come down to Amazon Q apps. So you can view it in the web experience. But then let me log in with that credential I created. I think it was this. I think this is it. Okay, so register MFA device. I'm just going to use this built-in authenticator. Okay, so that's done. You can now use it. So done. Couldn't complete your request right now. Okay, let me come back here and try it again from here. Okay, so right now we have this interface here. Turn conversation into apps, build apps. So I'm just going to close this for now. So right now I'm going to ask a question. Amazon Q business. I just want to chat with the data we have. So I have some test questions which I'm just going to open up. I'm going to ask when was it founded. Okay. So Meridian Bridge Technologies was founded in March 2018. Still analyzing the data. Adebayo Thompson with the earliest data. However, the exact founding date is explicitly stated in the data. So I think it pulled out from, yes, March 2018. And it also added some information from here. So I think that's functioning well. And let me see who is Oladimeji David. I want to make sure that, okay, file uploaded is also there. Last sync time. I think this has not been synchronized. So let me sync this now. Okay, so this is the web crawler is synchronizing. The S3 is also synchronizing. Check this. So this is indexed and is ready to use. So it can actually query this as a source. So yeah, Oladimeji specializes in this. As part of this, it very likely involves this, blah blah blah. So let me check the sources. So this is the PDF it's generated. So it's actually checked this PDF that was uploaded as well as this CSV. I think if you click on it, okay, access denied, of course, because of this is the one on the S3, and S3 we didn't make the S3 buckets publicly accessible. So that's that. Let me check also. I think I still have a lot of other questions here. What is, you can ask for a particular rule, because the CSV actually has each of the rows of everyone. So let me check this. Ask a follow-up question. Alright, that is done. I want to see if the index has been, okay. The web crawler is still synchronizing. So Sarah G. Grace serves as the CTO. She was previously limited at this is part of the company as alongside. So all this data would be from, let me see. Okay, it's from the PDF. Although, let me see. Sarah, okay, yes, it's also here. CTO. So this is working perfectly. Let me see if there are any. Name three. So you can ask us different complicated questions like how many employees work at the Lagos office, client impact, awards. So these are just different questions that can be asked. Complex integration questions. How does, let me ask this question. Okay, so the web crawler is done now. So I'm also going to see if I can ask a question there. So what is the monthly spending or something something? What is the current, okay, I can ask what is the current budget status? So this is another detailed answer based on how does Meridian Bridge combine Kubernetes and AWS Lambda in their solutions. So this is the answer it gives. They utilize this, simultaneously they implement this. Their technological stack includes Lambda. They further enhance this with Docker, Helm for containerization and all of that. So the source is the PDF. So So let me ask, what is the current budget status of the finance tracker application? See, so the finance tracker application currently shows a budget of minus $9,900. Okay, yes, minus 9,900. Oh, which represents minus 20% remaining of the total monthly budget of 50,000. This negative status indicates that spending has exceeded the allocated budget by 20%. The monthly spending is reported as this, which is 120% of the month. Based on the current spending pattern, the projected cost is estimated to be 74,875. Projected 74,875. Accurate. So, what insights can you derive from the patterns on spending? So this is okay, still generating the highest. Okay. So based on the financial data available, several concerning spending patterns can be observed. Monthly spending was reached this, which represents this. With the daily spending rate of the projected cost by the end is this. The top five expenses revealed that diet, savings, accounts, foodstuff, transport. The highest spending category is classified as other, suggesting a significant expenditure outside of standard categories. So of these sources, of course, is the finance tracker dashboard. So this application, and if you click on it, it will actually okay. Didn't take you there. I'm trying to open it. Opening it up. Okay, then it loaded it. All from this. So let's now just try and create the Amazon Q app and title it. So this is going to take a while, but then once it's done, you can interact with it not just as just a chat, but as an application, and it will actually show up on the list of applications by the left there. Okay, so build an app that takes in company name and output. So okay, so let's try and generate this. So an application output its current status, usage metrics, and so it used this prompt because of the chat history. So let me see, what is the name of the company again? Meridian Bridge Technologies. Run. So an app to retrieve details about companies, employees, or applications using data available to the system. So you can add more cards like, okay, who is this employee? Give me information about this employee and all of that. You can duplicate and make changes to the second application. So company, employee, application, insights. So right now it's running. So to give you the whole profile of the application, the leadership team includes this. The company's core reference includes this. Okay, and it stopped here. And the sources, okay, right now I just pulled from the PDF. And okay, let's add the card text input. Title employee. I think I should still have another output card. Okay. Who is text output? Entity name. So who is employee? So I don't need to put who is here. Okay, did that save? And text output. Right now we have text output now. So employee details. So the who is employee? So search is company name. Save. So this is employee details. These are two outputs. I think I should move this down. Since we've tested this one, I think I'm just going to delete this card. And let me shrink it. So right now I'm just going to clear up this one so I don't get an output for that. So I'm just going to remove this. So Chairman Okafor. And I'm going to run this. Employee. So we should get something for employee details. Okay. So we have all the information about Chairman Okafor. And if I pull up, let me just confirm. Research, head of machine learning, AI and development, head of machine learning research. She has a PhD in this. Wow. Published research and neural networks. Recognized. Wow. I didn't even know that there was so much details here. So I think it's going to combine this and the PDF. So let me check for sources. So yeah, we have the PDF and we have the CSV. So that's it. We've been able to successfully generate the application and demonstrate the powerful use of Amazon Q on both applications and also data and insights and all that. So you notice how it only uses the data you provide except for generally provided information, and this is a very powerful way of tool. I mean, all companies need it and they can actually integrate it into their system. So moving on to real life use cases, the first could be your HR department. They could use the system for answering policy questions and having onboarding support. Then your sales team could also use the system in fetching case studies, pricing details, contract templates. Then IT support could also use it to do like for answering how-to queries from internal documentations. So you have your internal documentations and then you need answers to some questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? Meanwhile, the system already has a list or answers to some of these questions, so you can just pull it up, then have your questions, and then for the IT support case, you have your answers given back to you immediately. Then executives, of course, could use it for summarizing reports and surfacing KPIs. So as I said before, this is truly a game changer for productivity across departments. So some tips for success: number one, keep your documents structured and labeled. The more structured it is, the easier it is for the system to give you accurate results and actually fetch the data speedily. So also connect all major data sources, your sources on S3, your websites, or any other place. Just make sure they are well connected and there's synergy. Then access controls, of course, you can use IAM or SSO. Then train your staff to use skill effectively. If they are unable to actually make use of this tool, it will just be lying there dormant. So training can be required. So to wrap up, that's how you can turn Amazon Q business into your company's AI assistant. Whether you're scaling, automating internal processes, or simply tired of very long email threads. So this brings real results. If you found this helpful, like the video, subscribe for more AWS project breakdowns, more AWS tips, even career guide. And you can drop a comment if you want a deep dive into a specific use case or integration. See you in the next one.